So let's jump into Somavedic itself. Because
Yes.
first off, great job on the design of it, because it's like this glowing orb of like a UFO, and we have it in our medical clinic. Everyone's like, what is that? I want one. They don't even know what it does, but it looks nice. So that's already a plus over a lot of things that look not as nice and are said to be healing. But tell me about what went into this. And you said it's been around for a long time. The creator put it together before, I guess, 2011 or so. What is it that makes the Somavedic work in a sense?
Yes. So as with lots of things, it was created out of necessity, and there is also a story of Ivan behind the Somavedic, as he himself was again struggling with his health, different organ failures and everything, and the medicine was not able to help him. So he decided to study like Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine and different healing properties of precious stones and minerals, and eventually he was able to heal himself. And so then he's not like a doctor or anything, but then he was helping other people from the experience he had and what he learned, and it was working. And eventually he basically decided to put all the knowledge into a device. And this is how like Somavedic like started, when people started approaching him that they have like problems with geopathic stress and geopathic zones, and we can get back to that a bit later.
Sure.
So this was the first basically idea behind it, and the first prototype was put together in April 2011, and it already showed the great results. So what is basically a Somavedic? So inside of each Somavedic there are like precious stones and minerals and precious metals, and they are physically inside.
Mm-hmm.
And they are in a special configuration, so they are like working together and amplifying basically each other, and are creating this coherent field around it. So you can think of it as a Wi-Fi, but in a good way.
A natural Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly. So it is creating this coherent field that various measurements showed that is actually, when people are in its field, it is improving various biomarkers. So this is in a nutshell like what is in the Somavedic, and how does it work. It is plugged into electricity.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason is that we have to keep basically because you can't put whatever is inside, you can't take it out, clean it, recharge it. So we need to keep it working for 7 or 8 years and more. So that's why we have you have to plug it in so it's functioning like 100%. But even as it is based on these precious stones and minerals, even when it's not plugged in, you have about a 60% efficacy of the product because of its heart, because of what it is based on. And
yeah, I mean, it comes down to frequency and vibrations, correct? That's what you're trying to do. And we have to understand that artificial frequencies are sinusoidal, just, very ripping through you, just going straight. So they're only two-dimensional, whereas natural frequencies that we find in nature normally, whether that's Schumann resonance or others, are a vortex and 3D. And that is beneficial to us. That actually helps cell-to-cell communication. Whereas everything else, electromagnetic 5G Wi-Fi, actually disrupts cell-to-cell communication. So you have, stunted regeneration, improper growth, and you could have different types of inflammation and stressors and oxidative stress, basically. So very much like other devices out there, whether it's the biocharger, which we use in our clinic for different therapies. This is providing you basically the natural frequencies to negate some of those negative ones from artificially made, man-made EMF devices.